Alright, welcome back to another Ergo Benjamin video. This is going to be a short little TA analysis video on Ergo. Let's just hop into it, right? So, right around to this point, last time around here was the... Where did it just go? It just blew away. Anyways, right around this point, last time, right here, we were analyzing Ergo. And we had predicted either a move to the downside or a move to the upside. Now what ended up happening was a move to the downside, followed by a more slow move to the downside, hitting some of those lower lows, and now the lowest low, which is at 169.88 on the KuCoin pair. But looking at the fib, we're seeing that going any lower than 169.13 puts us in a little bit of a spiral, and 169 pretty much is the last wall of support, right? Anything below that, and it's not looking super great. Bull case, we're looking at reaching 172, 174, 175, 177, and even 179 are all, actually even 182 are all within small jumps of each other. Bigger jumps will be 182 to 190, and even bigger is 190 to 203, which has been a large point of contention for a lot of the Ergo investors trying to pump Ergo up, or, well, pumping it down is not too hard to do, but pumping it up is quite hard to do. The day's range is 168.09 to 172, which means we've already seen that 168 spiral down according to KuCoin. And the 52-week range is 110 to 564. So, you know, just my own personal opinion, I think there's two ways that a person can play this. I think that a person can sit and hold, or a person can swap to KuCoin and Tether and let the train run down, or you can swap out for Sig USD and hope to buy back at a cheaper price. And none of those strategies guarantee you, you know, a profit by any means. The other strategy might be to start buying Sig RSV if you think that this is indeed the bottom. I know you guys are thinking Sig RSV. I'm hearing mixed reviews. I don't know what that is. And if you don't understand it well enough, then it might not be right for you. But just looking at this from the way that I see it, just dropping down to 168. If you're looking at it from the way that I see it, it's really a matter of understanding that Ergo has not reached the price necessary for, I think, Sig RSV to actually be seen as a valuable asset, or something that can't be considered of value. Do I think Sig RSV is going to always be worth, nothing or just a little bit? I think it's basically a bond play, no different than it is a CD from the bank, right? If money, in the stock market does really well, then, the CD might not be worth as much. That's just the way that I see it, right? So the play with Sig RSV really is timing the bottom and wanting that to go up, because as the price of Ergo goes up this direction, then more people who are invested in Sig USD, because they feel that this is going to drop lower, are going to benefit off that rise. So the best time to be in Sig RSV is when you think the bottom's hit, because those invested in Sig USD are going to get burned and be able to redeem for less Ergo. So a good way to do this is just to check the circulating supplies of these coins, because I think that tells a lot of the story in itself. So currently there's $620,000 in Sig USD, and one Sig USD is, or one ERG gets you 170 Sig USD based on that ratio, but there's currently $620,000 and currently a circulating supply of 2 billion Sig RSV. And that can be minted, raised, lowered, however you want to see it, but that value is going to be dependent on the people thinking that there needs to be more people minting Sig USD is my main point out of this, I guess. We would need to see, in a really good bull case for Sig RSV, this number will be approximately, quadruple what it is, because people are redeeming that Erg for more Sig USD and the reserve coin. Yeah, it's just the way to cut it really is, and this is just the way that I see it is you have to be willing to accept that Erg is a volatile back and forth game. It doesn't play by normal rules, right? And nor does anything in the cryptocurrency space. So timing, Sig RSV at the bottom, or maybe it goes lower, and that's also a big case as well. But once again, I don't think we've seen the prices necessary to see, actual solid numbers across these boards, especially in a bear market. So I don't know that, criticizing Sig RSV for its current position is what we need to be looking at. Rather, we need to be looking at what the future of Sig RSV can do. We've never seen Erg at that, we've seen it at those high, I would say Erg at a $50 price point. I'd be interested to see what Sig RSV looks like. Because then at that point, one Erg will be worth 50 Sig USD, and that changes the Sig RSV lookout as a whole. Just looking at it from 620 million to 2 billion, or 620,000 to. Do I keep saying 2 billion? It's 2 million. 2 million. 2 million. So, yeah, that's just the way I see it. I think that last comma should be. Is it actually 2 billion? I have no idea, because I think that last one should be a comma. I would have to know about that, I guess. It says 2.26 million Sig USD. I think it's 2 million Sig RSV. It could be 2 billion though, I guess, too. There's no comma here, so I wonder if one of those has to be a comma. Interesting enough, but it doesn't matter. The ratio has to get higher, and they have to be closer together. Having Sig USD higher than Sig RSV would be an interesting thing to see, I think. Just if you're going to be, talking about minting or redeeming Sig RSV. So, I think that's something to consider. That's all I have for today's video. I'll be interested to see how the Fed meeting goes today and how the talks go with that, and how the Rosenbridge plays out for Ergo, because nobody really knows yet, right? I mean, Rosenbridge, is it bullish? Are people going to trade the hype? Is it, what is it really? So yeah, that'll be the next video. We'll talk a little bit more about that and what the effects were on that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.